Hey guys, welcome back to the Becoming Beatitudes. I'm your host, Kam Kaj. Let's get right into the news. Today we're here with a special guest, former child and Bible enthusiast, Jordan Dunkey Cranford. He might not be the most accustomed to this format, but it's alright. He's here today to conversate with us about the third beatitude. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Dunkey, what is your take on this beatitude?
Well, this is one of the most important beatitudes to me. Throughout my life, I had to realize that meekness is one of the best qualities a person can have. Barry Huff, a friend of mine who's a Bible scholar, says meekness is forgiving when one has the power to destroy.
Interesting. What do you think he means by that?
Well, if you weren't such an idiot, you'd understand that he means taking the high road and being forgiving. Even though you have the power to do something, you shouldn't always do it. Being humble is a large part in being meek. Another part of being meek is being selfless, helping out your fellow neighbor despite the fact that you do not have to help him.
Wow, I never really
Don't
realized...
cut me off. As I was saying before you rudely interrupted, meekness is well defined as great strength being under control. To do this, you should never feel superior to the people around.
So you're saying...
Don't interrupt me. You. Okay, I'm done.
What do you think inheriting the earth really means? Because I've always presumed that the earth had been a more material thing, something that represents emptiness, void, darkness.
Well, when they talk about the earth in this beatitude, they have been talking about the new earth. They had written in the New Testament in Greek instead of Hebrew. Because of this, the writers had different intentions with the word earth. Idiot.
Wow. That's interesting. Do you know any examples of this beatitude in the Bible?
Yeah, actually there's one in Genesis. Abraham and Lot. In the story, Abraham and Lot were journeying from Egypt in search for different land. Near the end of their journey, Abraham's herdsmen and Lot's herdsmen got into a disagreement. After the resolving of the disagreement, they had decided it would be better to part ways. Abraham decided to be the better man and let Lot choose which land he had wanted. Because of this, Abraham ended up with the better land. Because he had been willing to let Lot choose where he wanted to settle down, God had given him the better of the lands.
Huh, wow.
So anyway, another Bible story is in 1 Samuel 24. In the story, Saul had been trying to find David to kill him. He had followed David into the wilderness with a lot of his men. Not long after, when Saul had been asleep, God had given David the chance to go into Saul's tent and do whatever he pleases. So he finally killed it. No, just kidding. David had been the better man and forgiving. Saul, even though he had the opportunity to kill Saul, he decided to let him live.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us today on the Becoming Beatitudes. It was such a pleasure having you.
It was a pleasure being here.
See everyone next week on the fourth beatitude. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled.